Islam is paying attention. I truly believe that's because he has a real high level of respect for Ian Garry in Ian Garry's game. I love Islam. I think he's very smart. I think he's very thoughtful because he's paying attention to the things that Ian Garry is saying on a number of instances. I know that the team respects Ian Garry a tremendous amount because of all the challenges he can present inside the octagon. Now, if he has done a good job of working on the wrestling, he gives himself a chance. But ultimately, I think for Garry to be successful, he has got to try to find range, and that's more difficult to do and easier said to do when you're fighting a guy like Islam who constantly is in your face and pressuring you. But
well, I think Islam would have to be a strong favorite, but I think Ian's going to give him some problems because Ian's a tall guy. He's got great jiu-jitsu. He's got great striking. Yeah, I think Ian Garry's going to give Islam a lot of problems.
Okay, but is that enough problems to defeat him, or do you think Islam still takes him?
Yeah, I think Ian Garry can win. I think he can walk away with it, to be honest.
Islam. I don't see anybody who can stop him right now in this division.
I think it's a really good fight, and I think Ian is going to surprise a lot of people with how talented he is and how skillful he is. Actually, I trained with him for the Carlos Prates fight, so I'm excited to go see him perform as well. And I think he gets it done, so we'll see.
I think Makhachev is bigger, and he's stronger, and like he got more power. He gonna take him down and hold him and submit him. Yeah.
I think it's hard to count on Islam right now. He's just so dominant. I don't see Ian having a lot of options to winning that one.
Man, it's very interesting to see how this fight plays out because one of the only loss that Ian Garry has been against a real tough grappler when he fought Shavkat.
The number one things, if you're not sleeping well last night, you're not gonna be 100% in the training in the morning, you know. That's why discipline is the most important things. Everybody have same things, gyms, coaches, sparring partners, but who is a discipline more, that guy have more success, you know. It's discipline, it's not about me, it's about it's all about my team, you know. Yeah. What our coach Abdul Manab give us all his life when he was with us, just discipline, you know, come on time, like focusing, always training, you know, because one of the things, you can come to the training, sleep well in the morning, you can come, and training is beginning, and you still thinking about some business, some other stuff. You're not 100% in the gym, you know. That's why even myself right now, like all like small businesses what I have people who take care, like my older brother, some of the guy, but I don't think about this business. I don't like check how it's working, how it's going, because I have to focusing in training, you know.
Стилистически очень неудобный соперник, стилистически, я так считаю, много бегает, вот, сдалека, с дистанции бьет, такого высокого соперника у нас не было. 193 сантиметра, да, более 190 рост, руки длинные, ноги длинные, выбрасывает. Ну, опять-таки, надо будет за ним бегать, собирать его, надо будет хватать, собирать, валить. Тяжелый бой будет. Скоро 35.
Он же с первого года, да, получается?
1 октября, скоро 35. Все вместе, стилистический возраст, это все, я считаю, что будет тяжелый бой. Ну, не легкий бой. Ну, я всегда их готовлю к тяжелому бою. И Умара, и Усмана, и Ислама. Я им всегда говорю, на вас, ребята, настраивается по-другому. На вас, ребята, настраивается вообще по-другому. Это всегда так бывает. Если они готовились бы на условно там, на Пратеса или Моралес, они бы готовились по-другому. А здесь уже у них энергетика. Все, если они проявят себя против вас, они становятся сразу автоматически звездами. Так что
давление на сильном.
Давление будет очень сильным. Бой будет тяжелый, я считаю так. Ну, имеется в виду, если сразу не финишировать, да? Если 5 раундов драться, все 5 раундов находиться с этим соперником будет нелегко внутри клетки. будет тяжелый, во-первых, тренинг. Почему? Потому что надо такого соперника найти.
Найти, да.
Да, который будет вот так же бегать. Вот
А
так
таких
же
немного, да?
Немного. Особенно в этом весе их немного. Считаю, что ничего не надо практически менять. Надо за ним бегать, забирать его, валить и там уже...
Oh, the Irish versus the Russian. You saw how big that was the first time that happened, and we want to do that again. To where
He's a Chinese Conor McGregor. He's a Chinese version, knockoff version of Conor McGregor. He's not Conor McGregor. He doesn't fight like Conor McGregor. You like it or not, Conor was a bad dude at one point. He's one of the best fighters ever at one point. Let's be real. This guy, he runs. Conor fight. This dude doesn't even know how to talk. He doesn't know how to talk, honestly. I speak better English than him. And his English is first language. Brother, Ian Garry has lost his balls. And he will lose everything August 15th. Mark my word. This dude talking about finishing people. This guy lost 11 fights. He have 9 decisions. Islam lost 11 fights, have 8 finishes. This guy, the only thing he finishes, you know, I'm gonna keep it at that.
Hey, it's a family show, Ali. It's family show.
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
No, I want to know. I want to know what he finishes, Ali.
Of course you do.
Coca-Cola.
No.
Listen, I don't know, man. This guy, he, you know, listen. Listen. They are complete opposites. One guy said the woman should run the world. The wife is the household of the woman. And you got a guy from Dagestan. You don't even see their wives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what? It's a good point that they're two separate guys, two completely different.
Remember, I've been with them for 12 years or plus, 12 years plus, you know, so there's a lot of work that's been done with him and I and other coaches, you know, and he's dialed in as a striker, and people sleep on his striking, think that he has to take Ian down. He doesn't have to take him down. Is it the better choice? Probably, because we know we're the better grappler for sure, but do we have to take him down? I'm saying no, we don't have to take him down. Is it the better option? Probably. Yeah. But let's see how Ian is able to adapt to what we're going to do.
Yeah. Obviously, you and Khabib have worked together now for a while, but having Islam Makhachev a part of that coaching experience with you, that must have made you proud just to see his mentorship and the impact that he has on the fighters in the gym.
Well, he's always had that mentorship, and he's always been with us in the corner when he wasn't fighting. So this is not the first time I've had Islam in the corner with me. No, we've had him numerous other times in the corner with us. Just probably people don't remember, but he's been in the corner with us quite a few times. He's an exceptional corner, and he cares. You know, he's a champion with a heart that cares about his guys. And you know, he did the same thing Khabib did when Khabib used to do sparring, and then he was done with sparring, and he knew some of his other brothers would come and spar. Khabib wouldn't go out and train. He'd watch the sparring and give advice. That's Islam, the same thing. Same thing. So they're following the same footprints as each other. And, you know, it gives me a lot of joy to see this from these guys, because they're giving back for what they got back from their guys. Like what Habib's father gave to Khabib, you know, Khabib is giving back to his fighters. What I gave back to them, they're giving back to their fighters. So it's kind of like one of the family things, you know. We follow the traditions of the people that taught us.
More comfortable do you feel for a welterweight fight this time compared to last time?
Yeah, now I feel more comfortable, honestly. That the first camp so hard. I just try to gain weight, do a lot of lifting program, but this camp I stay in the same weight, you know. I'm not like go down. Now I'm like real welterweight, and this camp I think is more easy. But it's not, you cannot say this easy, but because we're not lifting much.
Yeah, how much, like looking back at your performance against Jack, how much better do you think you'll be in this fight?
Honestly, I watched the fight with Jack. I don't like this fight, you know, because I want to be just double champ. I just fighting like, you know, just for the win, you know. I don't do some things to finish Jack, because I understood I win every round and just want to take the second belt. But if this like regular fight, if like we fight second times, I see I can finish him like every round.
What's different about your mindset this time, right? Because there's also a lot on the line here, the record, all the history, defending the belt in 2 divisions. There's a lot at stake here. Why is this different where you maybe will take more risks or chase the finish more?
Yeah, sure. This fight I will take more risk to finish my opponents because I like it. Finish my opponents, you know. And this fight, I think, honestly, from the first time when I'm taking him down, I have chance to finish him because I saw his ground game. It's not so good, you know.
To see him get it worked out, I don't know Ian Garry. But like you said, in a time like this against probably, I think probably most for sure the toughest fight of his life.
Absolutely.
Definitely the toughest fight of his life. He can't afford to make one mistake in this fight against Islam. He can't afford to make one mistake.
No.
One mistake, he ends up on his back. And I think one mistake, he ends up on his back. I think the fight could be over in one.
Now that UFC 330 is only days away, the UFC champion has sent out his last warning before the fight as he looks forward to facing Ian Machado Garry. While the welterweight champ is still extremely confident heading into the bout, the other champs, coaches, and analysts have been offering their predictions as well. Will Islam keep his title, or will Garry spring an upset? Makhachev's reaction to Garry's latest statements before the fight was straightforward. Although Garry has been boasting of his ability to fight against Islam anywhere, including the ground, Islam did not take the statement seriously and doubted how sincere Garry could be. Islam pointed out that Garry might gain more from training than doing too many interviews before UFC 330. In the opinion of Islam, Garry did not look natural while talking about the fight and sounded artificial instead. Despite Garry's bold predictions, Islam did not seem worried about that, and it was evident that he remained concentrated on getting ready for Garry's toughest fight ever. And Islam did not emphasize the possibility of Garry getting under his skin prior to a fight. The champion stated that Garry tends to portray himself as a villain in order to intimidate his opponents before entering the ring. However, Islam believes that it is only an act rather than the true character of Garry. Regarding the opponent's claims of out-grappling him and showing that he is the best striker in the division, the champion simply ignored them. According to him, each fighter prior to fighting with him tends to claim that he is going to knock him out, even as he ignored Garry's pre-fight predictions, Islam noted that there was more at stake in this fight because a victory will make him the owner of the longest win streak in UFC's history, beating Anderson Silva's record of 17 consecutive wins. Even as he said that he had never really given too much consideration to any records or stats in the course of his career, Islam pointed out that this particular record will definitely mean something. Winning the longest win streak in UFC may be impressive by itself, but the fact remains that winning the fight was all he cares about. Further on, Islam talked about the recent speculations regarding him retiring following his upcoming bout in UFC 330. He said they were baseless, arguing that he does not plan on retiring because he still enjoys the process of preparing for a fight, remaining in good physical shape, and becoming a better fighter, which is something he cannot experience anywhere else. With regard to his future aspirations, it should be noted that they go much further than just winning another fight. Specifically, Islam wants to compete in the sport for years to come, set new records, and even extend his current win streak beyond 20 to an unbreakable record. Islam elaborated on why there was no reason for him to think about slowing down anytime soon. He conceded that being a champion is a whole other experience, which he does not wish to relinquish. Although not all things change after you become a champion, according to Islam, being a champion with 2 belts is an exceptional experience that takes years of hard work and constant preparation. Every championship bout is preceded by extremely strenuous training periods lasting 5 rounds, but the prize is worth all the pain. Islam believes that achieving the pinnacle of success in the sport and being known as the greatest fighter in the world is just too important. Despite Islam's composure in his response to the statements made by Garry before the bout, his longtime manager, Ali Abdelaziz, has been much more aggressive. Ali labeled Garry's statements about how he was going to beat Islam as mere attempts to create hype for the fight, as they were not based on confidence but rather lacked it. According to him, Garry had to lie about his prospects in order to show more competitiveness of this matchup, though the difference in skills between those 2 men is huge. Referring to the impressive record of Islam, Ali said that once the cage doors shut, Garry would have to fight Islam way all the time. Abdelaziz didn't stop there. Turning up the intensity, he predicted Makhachev would relentlessly chase Garry from the opening bell and eventually secure a dominant finish. He argued that Garry earned his title shot more through self-promotion than by building an undeniable resume, comparing him to past fighters who talked their way into championship opportunities. According to Ali, those stories all ended the same way, with the challenger falling short against the champion. He expects UFC 330 to follow that pattern, insisting Garry's confidence and trash talk won't matter once he's locked inside the octagon with Islam, who he believes will impose his will and finish the fight decisively. While Ali Abdulaziz is convinced Makhachev will dominate, not everyone shares that view. UFC veteran Neil Magny believes Garry has the tools to make life difficult for the champion. Speaking from first-hand experience, Magny pointed to Garry's height, reach, and ability to control range as potential advantages. He acknowledged Islam's elite pressure and grappling, but argued that if Garry can keep the fight at long distance and avoid getting trapped in close exchanges, he could frustrate the champion throughout the contest. For that reason, Magny is backing Garry to pull off a shock upset, even if he knows it's an unpopular prediction. Magny isn't alone in believing Garry has a real shot at upsetting Makhachev. UFC flyweight contender Brandon Royval also likes the matchup for the Irishman and is eager to see how his game plan unfolds against such a dominant champion. Royval praised Garry's intelligence, composure, and ability to manage distance, arguing that those qualities could be the key to neutralizing Islam's relentless pressure. If Garry can consistently fight from the outside and avoid getting drawn into close-range exchanges, Royval believes he has the skills to pull off one of the biggest upsets in recent UFC history. On the other hand, UFC prospect Ezra Elliott believes Garry has the skill set to test Makhachev, particularly with his size, kicking game, and ability to fight from long range. However, Elliott feels the champion's advantages are simply too great to ignore. He praised Islam's world-class grappling, dangerous southpaw striking, and well-rounded skill set, adding that Garry is unlikely to present anything the champion can't solve. While intrigued by the stylistic matchup, Elliott ultimately expects Islam to defend his title and continue his dominant run at UFC 330. Now it's your turn. Who do you think walks out of UFC 330 with the victory? Do you agree with the experts backing Islam Makhachev, or do you think Ian Machado Garry can pull off the upset? Let us know your prediction in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more MMA content.